Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to do a quick watch unboxing for this G-Shock, and this is the GD-400. It's a watch I got rid of and had to get this one back in the collection. So stay tuned for a quick unboxing and overview of this watch and just my take on why I had to get this one back in the collection and why I think this just may be the best bang for buck G-Shock on the market, and can't recommend it enough. All right, without further ado, stay tuned. And we are back in the studio to take a look at a new watch. But first, let's do a quick wrist check. I am wearing my GAB-2100 G-Shock. This is an analog digital featuring Bluetooth, tough solar, 200 meter water resistance. It's a do-everything watch that to me is the perfect balance between action adventure and refinement. And I love G-Shock. You've watched the channel, you know how much I love them.
If you love him so much, why don't you marry him?
R.I.P. the late great Chris Farley. Love that guy so much. All right, so where was I? We're going to be unboxing a G-Shock, surprise, surprise. And this is one I've had in the collection, got rid of, felt the sting of instant regret, and had to get it back. So thankfully, it's still in production. Found it on Amazon for a great deal, and I can't wait to unbox this one. Let's get rolling. Cue the unboxing. Let's zoom in real quick on the barcode. This is the GD-400. This is the 9CS, and I'm not sure what the CS stands for. From the looks of the packaging, I'm guessing the CS stands for cardboard special. Just kidding, but there is no tin can like we're used to seeing on some of the G-Shocks. But at this price point, which I got on Amazon under $100, I definitely will not be complaining about that. Pretty typical stuff with their paperwork. We do have our warranty card, the warning disclaimer, and of course a nice manual booklet, which should be a pretty good read because this module 3434 has a lot of cool features to it, and we'll get into some of those in a second. But let's get to the watch, and there it is. Wow, just as I remembered it. Love this colorway, and of course the anti-crush crossbars there, and just a complement of colors here with that grayish black resin, the almost olive green band, and the gold color of those crossbars. It just all ties together so well. Nice features here on our retail stand, with World Time being the big one. You can see it's in scrolling through the 4-city mode right now, automatically from the factory, and that's a feature that you can program in. So a lot going on here with this good-looking module, and this watch just looks amazing, and it's so easy to read. First impression, again, complete, and just so happy to see this watch. That said, this is a lot of watch, and it's not going to just fit any wrists, and we will get it on wrist in a second, but this is our complete unboxing. Again, no tin can, but not a deal breaker for me because at this price point, I will tolerate the cardboard all day long. It's all about the watch, as we always say. Let's look at some quick specs. Still in production, MSRP $155 on Casio's website. Case and band are resin. Case size, we are just under 50 millimeters wide, 16.9 tall. Definitely not a small watch. Lug width is 24 millimeters. Weight is a robust 78 grams or 2.8 ounces. And the crystal is mineral glass, so awesome. Water resistant 200 meter, 3-year battery with the CR 2016. World Time, 48 cities, 5 alarms with flash alert, stopwatch, 24-hour countdown timer, white LED auto light with selectable duration, 1.5 or 3 seconds. Very cool module. There's just a lot of watch here for the money. The only thing this thing's really missing that's on my bucket list of watches is the tough solar, but man, at this price point, I am not going to complain, and its battery changes are a breeze with the stainless steel back. Take a couple Phillips screws out, and then you are popping in a new battery, and you're back in action. It's a breeze to do. So low maintenance, high return on the investment here with this awesome G-Shock GD-400. Let's roll through some of our modes. If we hit our mode button, we go from timekeeping to world time, where we can scroll through our cities. Toggling the D and B button will bring us east and west, respectively. And we will leave London as our default world time city. A quick tap of the mode button, and we are now in the alarm menu. We can scroll through our 5 alarms and toggle them on and off, as well as our hourly signal. By hitting the A button, we can toggle that on and off as well. Pretty straightforward stuff. Hit the mode button again, and we are now at our 24-hour countdown timer, and we have a broad range of options there. We can go from 24 hours all the way down to a second, whatever you want to count down to or from. Lastly, we hit the mode button again, and we are in stopwatch mode, and just, again, pretty straightforward stuff here with our start, stop, reset. We have lap and split. Of course, your start, stop, and then reset at the top right. But let's hit the mode button one more time. Hear that high-pitched tone, and we are back to our main timekeeping screen. Let's long press the adjust button, and that puts us into adjust mode where we can set our seconds, daylight savings time, home city. We'll scroll through. Mode button again will get us to our hour and minutes. We can assign 12-hour or 24-hour mode. Then, of course, we can dial in our day, date, and year. Next, we get to assign our light duration, and we can select 1.5 seconds or 3 seconds. I usually select 3 there. Flash, where the LED light will flash with the alarm. You can toggle that on and off as well here. And then we are back to our seconds, so we can hack in the exact time. So pretty intuitive, very easy to control and program this watch right out of the box. Let's zoom in and take a closer look at some of the subdials here. You have the 2 graphics bars in the upper left giving you different functions with the time sequence depending on which mode you're in. You also have the wheel letting you know if your alarm, signal, and mute are actuated. And very easy to read, and just a great looking layout here with this dial. And in case you're wondering, yes, I have the flash on and I've got the countdown timer ready to go. So let's see how this looks with the flash on the alarm. So very cool. If you are doing something else and you have headphones on, you can still see that your alarm is going off. So really a cool light, and you have that dual fire LED, and I will actuate it a couple times here just so you can see. It's so easy to read. I don't know if this is coming out very well with our camera, but it is so legible and just a big selling point. Of course, we do have the auto tilt with the auto LED as well, so the light will turn on whenever you tilt the watch. This watch just has everything I want, and if it had tough solar, oh my goodness. But that aside, this thing is just incredible. In case you were wondering, long pressing the light button will activate the auto light. You'll see you long press and that LT will turn on and off to turn the auto light on and off. So let's go through a couple of quick features of this watch that make it unique. And we talked about the 4-city programmed world time. From our main timekeeping screen, if we just hold down that D button, instead of having to manually scroll through the 4 cities, we can just do a long press on that D button, and that will put it into auto scroll, and it will toggle between your 4 pre-programmed cities in sequence, and it'll just keep looping those around. So that's very cool. So you can keep an eye out on the time and your 4 assigned cities. So very neat. Another very cool one that I almost forgot about was if you're traveling, and of course you can see our home city is Denver right now, where you can toggle between the day and date and the city. If we hit the mode button, go to world time, you can see we can scroll, we can long press, and it will speed scroll through to whatever city we're traveling to. And in this example, we're going to travel to, let's say, I don't know, London. So again, we're in world time mode. We selected London. We're going to double press the top 2 buttons at the same time, and that toggles our home city into the world time slot, and back at our home screen is London time. So we're swapping home cities by depending on where we're traveling. So it's a real cool feature that you can dial in when traveling around the world with this cool timepiece. All right, let's go for the dismount and wrap up this video. We'll give you a couple more walk around views of this cool watch. The band feels so premium. I can't explain it. It's a proprietary band, but it feels almost silicone-like. It's got a very shiny signed G-Shock on the polished buckle, and just a premium feeling watch band here. Not your typical G-Shock or Casio strap. It feels premium, and looking at the underside, you've got some nice comfort grooves there for airflow. And let's get a closer look at that back plate. Of course, stainless steel, stamped callouts there with all the vitals. Just typical, predictable G-Shock goodness there on the underside. 4 Phillips head screws, all stainless, making battery changes a breeze. Buttons, look at those buttons. Everything just is so well appointed on this watch. I can't say enough. All right, quick side-by-side from our trusted GAB-2100, our analog digital G-Shock that is amazing. And let's see how these two compare. And wow, that's a great looking 2-watch collection there for sure. And you've got a broad range of sizes there. You can see how pronounced and much more robust that GD-400 is. It's going to take up a lot of wrist real estate, and it sits a lot taller. So it's not going to fit as many wrists, but it's definitely going to check a lot of boxes for ruggedness and for functionality. What a great 2-watch collection right here by itself. These are probably 2 of my favorite G-Shocks currently. And my problem is going to be which one am I going to wear first, because these are just great EDC watches for sure. But for this video, the choice is easy. We've got to get our GD-400 on wrist, and I've waited long enough, and I'm sure you have. So thanks for sticking around through this whole video. Really appreciate you guys checking out my content. And wow, that band is so comfortable, and it's going to fit a lot of wrists. The only question is do you want to watch this large? Again, this is almost 17 millimeters tall on top of the wrist. Not going to be the most sleeve friendly, but definitely a workhorse of a watch. A great signature watch, and this is a bold statement right here. Gorgeous looking watch band, and just so comfortable, and just a lot of watch for the money. Wow. I know you're tired of hearing me say it, but it's so good to have this one back, and I won't be letting this one get away anytime soon. In fact, man, I don't know. At this price point, I'm going to get some more of these, but this is just an awesome watch. I can't wait to put this one through its paces. This is a 1-watch signature watch, EDC watch, or it's one of many. I mean, that's the great thing about G-Shocks. They're so accessible, and can't say enough good things about Casio. So there you have it, folks. I hope this was helpful and entertaining for you. And please like, comment, subscribe as always. And if you already have done so, I can't thank you enough. Stick around for more content, and I'll see you in the next one. God, that's nice. All right, I'm buying another one. Where's my phone? All right, Amazon, let's do this.